I have a couple of letters that I have a personal connection to from the April 9th autographs auction. Every once in a while, I'll run across a letter or a homework assignment or something of my own, and I have forgotten who I was at that time. And it's a fun exercise for me to try to see what it is that contributed to me who I am today. These two letters are kind of interesting because they're both from children, and they happen to be the earliest examples of letters by them that have come to auction. First one is...
I'm in great suspense.
Prince Albert, the husband of Queen Victoria, one of the most consequential British monarchs. And it's a unsurprisingly neat hand, from a 14-year-old child. It's addressed to his tutor.
Is this French?
It is indeed French.
Monsieur!
Yes.
Exclamation.
Probably as an exercise, probably written as an exercise, practicing his French, in which he gives several reasons why he didn't reply sooner. Because of the flu that is sweeping Europe, the bourgeoisie of Coburg and Gotha, and indeed all of Europe, and other reasons. He survives. It goes on. This one's interesting. He mentions the bourgeoisie as the victims of the flu before he mentions the rest of Europe. It's a little aristocratic of him. But it's interesting because later in his life, he actually was known for having had great concern for the working classes.
How old is he when he
14.
wrote this? 14?
Yeah.
Are these his corrections or this is his?
Those are the tutor's corrections.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm really in awe of the penmanship.
Pretty amazing, especially from today's perspective.
Yeah.
The very fluid line. So the other one I have is, there's a couple elements to it, from the person who later became King Edward VII. At the time, he was known by the family as Bertie.
Like bird or like bird?
Bertie. And in this, he is sending a gift that was probably accompanying this note to his sister Vicky. So he's the son of this last person that we just encountered.
Handwriting's notably less
neat, but also younger. He's 9 years old here.
Okay.
This one's 14, this one's 9. He wrote out his title at 9 years old. One likes to think, well, this is very generous of him to be sending a gift to his sister. But it turns out, he was not particularly generous as a king. It's interesting as an exercise to try to see what do the marks of a young person, how do they expose the later character of. And, it's kind of doubly interesting, at least in my case, I'm a parent of a child, and I also, my young son's writings, and, wonder how does it contribute to his future life, and how do I see his character in myself?
Honestly, as like a sibling myself, I don't have kids, but I just kind of laugh, he's 9. Like his mom or whoever probably bought the gift, or he was like, yes, I think my sister will love this.
Right. Yeah, no, it's almost definitely everything was scripted.
Yeah.
Here. These two letters came from independent sources, and it's very unusual that you'll get two of the earliest occurring items in the same sale with such a close affinity, the son, son and father.
Is it rare to have such early examples from the British aristocracy like this? This is a letter to his French tutor, so it's was that considered something worth saving?
Well, history is long and deep, so most of the time, this sort of thing will get kept in an institution. So, case of Edward VII, there is an institution that has all of his early drawings, and this one, I guess was not considered important enough to keep, or ended up in someone else's hands. One never knows the details. Sometimes it's overlooked. It is often the case. Many documents from the Abraham Lincoln administration were just thrown out. Nobody thought that Abraham Lincoln's little notes could possibly be of interest to anyone. And so a lot of the stuff that we have floating around today that is from the government is because they just didn't see it as important at the time. Now, of course, we have the National Archives keeping track, very careful track of all that. Peek into the past.